We're set to go this time. Final on the racetrack. Watson, Bear, Gardner and McClure. Bansmere, Ahern, De Goldie, Gardner. That's Mark Gardner, Jason Jewell. Where are we going to go from? We're away. 15 one way, 15 the other. Bear gets the jump on Watts. McClure 3 wide in the first corner. Bansmere back in the pack. Morris Ahern is coming on through, position number 6. Bansmere on the inside, back straight we go. Front stretch, sorry. Ahern to Goldie, Gardner. Down the back straight we go. Gardner and Watts. Oh, sorry, Bear and Watts, we do apologise. Back to McClure. On the front stretch we go. Bansmere is trying to come on the inside of Steve Gardner. Can't get it done this time. McClure still sits gripping onto third. Final step on the podium. But mind you, it is only early in this race. Gardner, Bansmere. Back to Ahern. We're 3-4 wide at one stage coming out of turn 4. Back straight we go. Gardner trying to go on the inside of McClure. Can't get it done this time. 11 from home for the first part of this race. Come up on the back of the 56 car. Bear will be the first one to greet lap traffic. Watts now got McClure. Gardner back to Bansmere. Morris Ahern. Lap car takes a quick look over the shoulder. Sees a Bearing Australian champ on the tail. Watts, they all go wide. Gardner almost turns into the lap car. Bansmere still sitting back there in position number 5. Ahern back to Gardner. That is Mark Gardner. De Goldie back to Jason Jewell. Here comes Daniel Druitt as well on the inside. What can Daniel do from so far back? So Bear leads the way. 8 from home for the first part of this race. Down the back chute, Steve Watts. Hanging on to that second spot. McClure looks more comfortable at the racetrack tonight than he did last week. He will be a lot happier in the car as we've got caution on the racetrack. Richard Bansmere is going to bring on the caution. Started from 5th. So Bear can go anytime from turn 3. So he can go now if he wants to. Will he catch Steve Watts napping? Watts was awake to it. So was McClure on the front stretch. So McClure runs with him. Back to Gardner. Back to the next one in the order. Back to Morris Ahern. Mark Gardner goes high and wide. Jason De Goldie up the inside. He tried to think about that. Jason Jewell back to Druitt. So Daniel Druitt's now coming into this equation. Long way back, but anything can happen in this race. It's not over yet. Jason Jewell on the inside of De Goldie, trying to get one more spot up the list. On the inside, takes over the next spot on the shopping list. As Bear running away. Steve Watts sitting in second. Back to McClure. Gardner's there as well. Back to Ahern. Back to the 25 car and Mark Gardner. De Goldie still won't let... Well, Jason Jewell, they can't get rid of him. The 18 car growing on the side of De Goldie's car. The more lap traffic in front as Troy Hose. Is he going to keep it up high? He does. Stay up there, Troy. Don't bring out the caution. What we don't need, we need another 3-4 laps, solid green. Just as we say that one bouncing off the wall, I think that was Ferguson. Jason Jewell's also one of them in trouble. Gardner and Jewell all heading to the infield. Not too sure what's going on this. But we go back to Gardner, McClure. So our top 4 now in lap traffic. Both cars heading infield, 2 to go. For the first half of this race, Steve Watts sticking with Bear. Gardner back to McClure. They go around the 2 Forest cars of Darren and Megan Forrest. Back straight, McClure challenging for third. Gets it, 2. So Bear takes the first half of this race. McClure. Flat right rear for Steve Gardner. Now, we'll have to ask race controller this. He has completed the lap. Set for a start. 15, the opposite direction. Now we go clockwise. Away we go. So Forrest is one of those cars. Megan Forrest in car number 14. De Goldie now rounds them up. Ferguson down the back straight. Have a look at Daniel Druitt. Told you he'll be one to watch later in this. Certainly coming on through. Bear leads the way. Back to Watts. Brad McClure glued to the tail of Watts. Back straight we go. De Goldie now trying to get a grip. Trying to get some real estate on the track to catch the guy in front of him. Ferguson, Druitt. So Daniel Druitt now trying to get on the tail of Ferguson. Still 12 and a half from home. McClure hangs the car against the fence. A little bit more tail happy than what he would like to have come off turn number 2. Back straight on the front stretch though. Another lap in the books. We're 12 from home. De Goldie down the back straight. Ferguson runs a little wide. Druitt doesn't need an invitation. Henry coming on through. Sean Henry in the 23. Another one off the shopping list. So it's down the back straight we travel. De Goldie on the inside. Has he got the momentum? No, he hasn't. Watching the battle for third. Nothing's changed in the top 2. We're watching third. Brad McClure at the moment's got that final step on the podium. Everyone wants that third step, or maybe even the top one. But laps are going to have to be on their side if they're going to get to Bear or Steve Watts for that matter. McClure. In the car number Victoria 1, Jason De Goldie, long way back to Ferguson. Druitt back to Sean Henry. Throckmorton also coming into this one as well. On the inside of Henry, Druitt, Ferguson. Digs it in. I think that's popped a tyre. It has. As Queen says, another one bites the dust. Ferguson with the left flat tyre. So the race roars on. There goes Bear. There goes Watts. McClure back to Jason De Goldie. Druitt now sits position number 5. Now Druitt started out of 11, so he's past 6. Henry getting Throckmorton on the inside. That's a short back and side. That is, don't argue. Back straight we go with 5.5 from home. Henry on the outside of Throckmorton. Just as we all thought it was all settled at the ranch. Our top 4 can't be settled as yet. Druitt just running his own race. Throckmorton's got other ideas. Just as we say that, almost turns at Druitt. Henry's going to go rocketing around the outside. Probably give him a wave as he went past. Come up on the back of the 12 car. Down the back straight. To put him a lap down. Bear on the outside. Watts, that was his opportunity. Wasn't close enough. Back to McClure and De Goldie. Druitt, a long way back to 5th. In fact, half a track between 4th and position 5 on the racetrack. Throckmorton's position number 6. Back to Henry. He might get swallowed here by the 7 car. 2 laps from home for our street stocks here tonight at Borderline Speedway. So what's on the inside of the 12 car? White flag is out. Checker flag about to come out. How about it, Mount Gambier, your Australian champ? Anthony Bear takes it. Steve Watts will get second. Back to Brad McClure. DeGoldie takes home position number 4. Back to Throckmorton. Back to Druitt. Back to Henry. Jaden Edwards is also one of those ones in there. But how about it, Matt Gambier, your Aussie champ? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, recently become a dad. Ladies and gentlemen, say good evening to Anthony Bear, your feature race winner tonight. How about it, turn 3? Put your hands together for Anthony Bear, your feature race winner tonight. Down the back straight. Come on, Mount Gambier, put your hands together. He is your current Aussie champ. Flagman just about to grab our... Gives it a quick rev.